Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to talk about the 9 things you need to know about microneedling. This is probably going to be sort of the first of a really small mini series. I'm going to be making about 2 or 3 videos about this. No Bambi. Sorry, my dog again. He's always bothering me doing these things. Anyways, I'm going to be making 2 or 3 videos of these about microneedling. Just as an introduction first, there are a few things you guys need to know about microneedling before you decide to do this on your own at home. The second video will probably be of me demoing it for you guys, and then after about a few months of doing it, I'll be posting like a sort of updated video or a video update as video number 3 to show you guys how much my skin had improved or will improve after about 2 months of using a Dermaroller or microneedling. So microneedling, aka Dermaroller, is like a technique that some estheticians use to I guess help with anti-wrinkles, help decrease the appearance of scars. What it's supposed to do is stimulate collagen underneath your skin. So I have one that I bought from Amazon, and I bought this, I think it was about $16 on Amazon. It never focuses where I want it to focus. So let's start off with tip number 1. Okay, so tip number 1. Please disinfect that roller before and after you use it, because you're basically rolling an instrument full of like hundreds of little needles all over your face, and you're creating thousands of little holes all over your face. So this is the one that I got from Amazon, and you're basically creating little puncture sites all over your face, and whenever you break your skin, you run the risk of infection. Oh, come on, focus, you can do it. The needles on this are so tiny. If I can get it to focus, come on. There, okay, that's focused, but I don't know if you guys can see the like hundreds of tiny needles on this thing. Yeah, imagine if you were to go to get a tattoo or go to tattoo parlor. I mean, you want to make sure that tattoo artist uses a sterile needle, right? You know, you wouldn't want him to go in with a used needle to do artwork on your skin, or you wouldn't want him to go in with a dirty needle to start working on your skin. So just for my personal reference, like, my background is I was an OR nurse for the longest time. So yeah, I was the nurse, I was the RN that was working with the surgeons and whatnot. So I spent 8 years with sterile technique, and to know that people are just like haphazardly rolling this all over their face, like, it really makes me cringe. Take care of this, disinfect it. I would recommend just soaking it in alcohol or iodine if you have iodine at home. Soak it for like 3 to 5 minutes before you use it, and after you use it to disinfect and clean it. Number 2, I would recommend replacing this after every 4 to 6 uses. Is because it's a needle, it's a blade, and every time you use it, the efficacy of this tool or this instrument decreases each time you use it, because imagine it being like a shaver or a razor blade. Each time you use it, it becomes more and more dull, it becomes distorted, it doesn't cut as well, it doesn't puncture as well. In this case, as you use this instrument, the needles become thwarted, or I guess bent in different directions as you're rolling it on your face, and the needles become more and more dull, therefore making it less and less effective each time you use it. This isn't something that you can just keep for a long period of time. So another thing is, like, I saw that she received this gift, Chase Amy received this gift from her mom, and it was like a couple $100, and it was from Sephora. What was it called? It was like called Glow something. And it was worth a couple $100, and let me see, it's called Glow Pro Microneedling Facial Regeneration Tool. So it's that thing right there. Oh, and this is like a couple $100 or something. Yeah, $199, $234 value. Y'all don't need to be spending that much money on this, especially if you have to replace it every month, you know? Yeah, I mean, you can find this on eBay or Amazon for like $10. Like, this was $16. Yeah, and that particular kit is probably more expensive because it comes with like serums and other moisturizers and whatnot. But you know what? The best serum for you to use after this is the one that you already use at home. After you use this makes those serums or those moisturizers more effective because the products can penetrate your skin more. So don't buy into all the hype that all these other cosmetic companies are trying to sell you, you know. It's like, hey, buy this tool, it's gonna make you look more glowing, it's gonna make your wrinkles go away, and buy this tool with the products. No, you don't need to buy the products with this tool. Just buy the tool for $10 on Amazon and use what you got at home. There you go. Number 3, the third thing you need to know about microneedling is the results of this are what I would consider semi-permanent. I did go through, I guess, a course of treatments with the Dermarollers through an esthetician I used to go to in Artesia over here in SoCal. And I was doing it every month with her. It was like a full facial deal. And I think I did it for about 6 months. And I did notice like a significant improvement in my skin and my scarring and just the overall tone and glow of my skin. But after I stopped those treatments, I did notice that the sunkenness in my scars were starting to come back. They didn't come back fully, but it is definitely not as significant as they were before. Like, I got tons of scars, like all across my temple and my jawline and some around my jaw. I had really severe cystic acne in my late teens and early 20s, and that's where all the scarring is from. So yeah, the results I would say are semi-permanent, not fully permanent, but semi-permanent. Just because after you stop dermarolling or microneedling, the tonicity sort of diminishes. The action of rolling the needles on your skin is what kind of stimulates circulation and the collagen to grow. Once you stop doing that, your skin kind of goes back to its original state. So if you do start doing this for yourself, you might have to periodically come back to it just to maintain, I guess, the tonicity of your skin and the condition of your skin from when you were doing the treatments. And number 4, there are these little microneedling rollers, or the Dermarollers, come in different lengths. And when I say they come in different lengths, it's the length of the actual needles itself. So when I was showing everyone the tiny needles that are on this roller, let's see if I could focus again. Oh, it just focuses on my hand. but see those tiny needles on the roller? They're typically sold in 0.25 millimeters, sorry, 0.5 millimeters, 0.75 millimeters, and 1.0 millimeters. Now the different lengths have different uses. That's advice or tip number 4. So this particular roller is 0.75 millimeters because I'm wanting it to improve my acne scarring. So the different ranges are 0.25 at the smallest, 0.5 is sort of halfway, 0.75 is like 3/4 of the way to the longest, and the longest is 1.0 millimeters. So 0.25 to 0.5 is normally used just for improvement of absorption of whatever products you're using. They also it's also for like anti-wrinkle, anti-aging purposes, and just to improve the overall glow of your skin. 0.25 can be used every day because it's so short. I would say 0.5 millimeters you could probably use like maybe twice a week at the most to once a week. This particular length I have is 0.75, and I would probably just use this no more than once a week. And then 1.0 millimeters, which is the longest length that these rollers can come in. Probably no more than every 2 weeks to a month, which is what I was doing when I was getting treatments with my esthetician. So those are some things you guys have to consider. Oh yes, 0.25 and 0.5 is for increased absorption of like products. 0.5 can also help with some of the scarring that you have from acne scars, as well as 0.75. But you know, basically the higher or the longer these needles are, the more results you get, I guess, but the less frequent you would have to use them, just so that your skin has enough time to heal. Because you are technically creating trauma to your skin, and your skin needs time to heal. I wouldn't recommend doing it more than every day if you're dealing with a needle length size of 0.5 or higher. And tip number 5 is I would recommend using a numbing cream for any needle length longer than especially 0.75 millimeters. You could probably get away without numbing cream if you're dealing with a 0.5 millimeter length Dermaroller or Microneedling tool, but you'd have to have a pretty good pain threshold because it can be painful, particularly in the bony prominence areas. Like I've tried to do it myself at home with a 0.5 length roller, and it was a little painful. Without a numbing cream, it's quite painful. Yeah, and particularly in the forehead region and like the cheekbone region and the jawline, because your needles are pretty much rubbing up against the bone. You can feel it the most. Didn't feel it so much on the cheeks because there's a lot of cushion there, but if you're dealing with a longer length needle, get some numbing cream. I got this one from Amazon as well. It's Evenel. I have yet to break into it, but I will demo this in my next video. Okay, now number 6. This particular technique does not work for all types of acne scars. It pretty much improves wrinkles in general, probably not deep wrinkles, but fine wrinkles mostly, and it really improves shallow acne scars, but it will not be effective on what's called ice pick scars. Ice pick scars are quite, not like deep, but they're much more like steep, I guess. I can try to show you. Hold on. Let me see. So you'll see I have a lot of shallow scars here. Ice pick scars are like this, where they pretty much look just like large dents Wow, you can really see all this bad stuff on my skin. But yeah, ice pick scars are sort of very deep and very sharp, I guess, very sharp scars. And this particular technique won't work on those types of scars. Shallow scars, yes, but not ice pick scars. And if you want to remove any of that type of scar, you might have to go to plastic surgeon and have that sort of excised and then sewn together. That'd probably be the only way you can get rid of like ice pick scars like that, or they would be able to fill it with some kind of filler. I'm not exactly sure what the latest technique is at the moment to fill scars like this. Maybe they'll fill it with Juvederm or Botox or whatever. So yeah, that is number 6. Oh, and number 7 was deals with the frequency and the use of the needles. I kind of already touched on that when I was talking about the different lengths. So just to reiterate, as I said, 0.25 can be used every day. I'd recommend 0.5 to be used maybe once or twice a week, 0.75 no more than once a week, and then 1.0 millimeters maybe once or twice a month. Okay, just my personal preference. Not that I'm like a professional esthetician. That's just from my experience with this microneedling tool, my nursing background, etc, etc, etc. But okay, if any of you guys out there are estheticians or like aesthetic nurses that deal with this type of stuff all the time, please feel free to give your feedback, because I'm always willing to learn, and I'd like to see some actual professional advice on this too. That'd be good. And then number 8, what the beauty of this tool is there is little to no downtime when it comes to the treatment of scarring or wrinkles. I have done like CO2 lasering for my acne scars in the past, and it would take like a good at least 5 to 7 days to heal, because my face would be like entire scab, and I would have to take time off work just to heal after those treatments. And I had a handful of those treatments too. With this, there is like no downtime. You just roll it on your face. You might be a little red the next morning, but that's basically all it is. It's nothing that makeup can't cover. So for that, this is an awesome tool. Okay, and finally, number 9, there is a specific technique that you have to use this. You can't just kind of roll and roll wherever. There is a specific you have to purposefully roll up and down and cross side to side, and then diagonally in one direction and then diagonally in the other direction. And you can't slip and slide or whatever. It has to be purposefully up in one direction because of the needling. If you kind of divert from the direction you're rolling, you could actually scratch yourself or create like little like blips of blood and hemorrhages. Yeah. So yeah, up and down, side to side, and don't divert from those directions. Okay, and when you do roll on your face, you do want to create the most amount of friction in the areas of concern. Like on me, I have it mostly here and here, and I have a few wrinkles on my forehead as well, and some wrinkles here, but you want to do the majority of your movements in the areas of concern. So this has become a long video. I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you found this helpful. If anyone has any input, please feel free to put it in the description and comment down below. My next video will be the actual demo of using the numbing cream and the roller on my face, and then after that I will sort of film the results of that after 2 months. And if you guys enjoy more videos like this, beauty type stuff and fashion type stuff, I have a whole lot of videos in store for everyone. Please like and subscribe. As always, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.